Hey YouTube, hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. No, I did. Just wanted to come at y'all with a review of a new gun that I recently picked up. This is the Kimber Pro Carry 2. You see it right here, Pro Carry 2. Now, before we continue, let me show you clear and safe. No round in the chamber, no magazine. So, let's get into it. So, as you know, if you follow my channel, I only have one 45 1911, and I was kind of looking for something else. The other 1911 I have is my ATI. It's a GI model. This being it here. I'll show it clear and safe real quick. So, around the chamber, no magazine. But you know, just for like a size comparison. So this is a GI model, full size. What do they call that? A government model here. Like I said, I'm kind of stepping foot into the world of 1911s, and kind of picked this one up because I was like, you know, this one, I found a sweet deal on it, and it was kind of what I was looking for. Like I said, this is the Pro Carry 2 model, and it is light. You know, it's got a, you know, it's a steel slide, but the frame's aluminum, which makes it lighter. It's a good shooter. I had just shot in it, you know, 2 weeks ago, and I like it. Yeah, for like size comparison versus this one here, you know, size wise, if you was to lay them on top of each other, you know, grip to grip, you know, the barrel's just a little shorter, but the same length in the grip. We'll get this one, we'll move it out of the way. But yeah, I mean, I really like this gun. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I'm kind of stepping my toes into the world of 45 ACP. Something to note about this gun, these grips didn't come with it. These are some Magpul grips. I really like this cutout right here. I feel like it fits my hands pretty well. I've got bigger hands. I'm over 6 foot. So for me, it fits good. The actual grips that came with this, I put on this other 1911. So these were what had come with it. I just thought that they looked good on this gun. So that's what I did. I just moved them over. I feel like it made this gun pop a little more. So I just switched them over. The ones that were on here were kind of the same, but they were just really, really dark. So I feel like with them being just a little bit lighter makes this gun pop a little more. But getting back into this gun, I guess to go over some things with it, I picked it up from a buddy, and he only had one magazine for it. So this is the magazine. It's a Kimber magazine, and it this one only holds 7. But I do have some 8-round mags. This is for that 1911 I just showed you, and it's an 8-round mag. And then I have a Chip McCormick Power Mag. It's an 8-rounder as well. And I'll kind of just show you, you know, how they fit. So this one is a flush fit. You can tell by the bottom, and these have the little extensions. So let me show you real quick. So you slide it in. That's what that looks like. And then they drop freely really well. So let's see this one. This is the this is an ACP mag that came with that 1911 I just showed you. So it's got a little bit coming out the bottom there. Fits well. And then this is the Chip McCormick Power Mag, which I love this mag. I bought this magazine when I'd gotten the GI model 1911 because I needed an extra mag, and I saw a deal on this one, so I picked it up, and I really like these mags. They're good mags. Let me get these out of the way. Now, something I didn't know about this gun when I purchased it. It wasn't like it was my buddy's gun, and he actually, you know, he had another 1911. He didn't really need this one. He liked the other one better, and he offered it to me, and I didn't find out until after. Well, it's not a big deal. You actually need a tool to take this down, and I'll show you because of this this recoil spring. But sights on it are excellent, and I like how, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, how they're kind of milled to fit that radius of the slide, so where they go. But and I really like this beaver tail. It's super comfortable. When I shot it, you know, it felt right in my hands. That GI model one, it just has this little bit that comes off here. It doesn't have a full beaver tail, and this thing is excellent. It's super comfortable. It's, you know, like I said, I'm kind of stepping my toes into the 1911 world, so this thing's, I mean, it feels much lighter than that GI model. So if you wanted to carry it, if you're used to 1911s, this is something I'm gonna try to start carrying here soon to see, you know, how I feel for it. But I mean, I shot it. I mean, it's a 1911. I shot it excellent. It's super accurate. Got a great trigger. So I'll show you the trigger pull on it. So. And then reset. So yeah, I mean, I really like it. I like this trigger on it. I like the skeletonized trigger. I like this skeletonized hammer on it. Everything on this gun just seems quality. It screams quality. I never in my life thought I would own a Kimber, to be honest with you. And, you know, from what I've read, you know, as far as 1911s go, I know, like, they used to be, like, the #1 gun you could get when it came to 1911s. I don't know if that's true now, but I know growing up, you know, I'm in my mid-30s, and I remember growing up and seeing, like, you know, gun magazines, and it was always a Kimber 1911 on the front. But, I really do like it. I enjoy this firearm. I really don't have any complaints about it either. It's a 45 ACP. The only thing, and it's not even a complaint, is that you need this tool. So I guess I'll begin the disassembly on it. So, but what I'll show you is, I guess there's a tool you need. And I looked online, and they're super cheap. But I also looked at, this is just an Allen head. I don't even know what size it is. It's pretty tiny, and it was a little too long, so I just took my grinder and cut just a little bit off this tip, so I could, you'll see here in a minute if you don't know anything about these. So I'll get into the process right now. So on the disassembly portion of it, you'll disassemble it, I guess, similar. So you're going to go ahead and lock it back. So, yeah, so don't butcher me. I'm still new to this gun, so taking it apart is still kind of a challenge for me, but I'm going to go ahead and show it. So on this guide rod, there's a little hole right there. And that hole, you have to take your specialized tool that Kimber sells, or your custom Allen wrench that you've created, and you stick it in that hole. If I can get it on camera, there we go. Now, what you do is you keep that in place, and that holds your spring tension. So now, I'm going to release the slide. Okay, so now you'll see when I move it, it moves freely, because now see my guide rod's now locked in. Now I can start the disassembly. So you'll line up your takedown holes. And there it goes. Pushed it out the other side, and it's out. And I think it should just come off. It always jams up right here for some reason. And like, oh, there we go. So that's that part. So now that you're down to this part, you can take this recoil spring out. So now you can kind of see what I'm talking about with this recoil spring. So pretty beefy compared to like what is in my other one. You know, it's like it's like one of those half guide rods, and this is like a full-size one. But you see what this tool does and what it's preventing this guide rod and spring from doing. So it just locks all this in place, and then the barrel, you know, it'll come out like normal. You can slide it through. And something I noticed on this too, this thing is got this like bull barrel on it. It's super thick, and it's got this like offset on it, so I don't really know what that's about. Like I said, I haven't had this gun too long, and I kind of jumped on it because my buddy kind of gave it to me for a steal, so I couldn't resist it. But I mean, it looks like my barrel out of my other 1911, except for this end here. You know, it's thick, and it's got this little lip on it, and it's much thicker, but it screams quality compared to my other 1911. So I mean, that's pretty much it. So now you're down to the slide, which just looks like a slide. I'll flip it over. Pretty much the same on this side. It's got good serrations on it. It doesn't have forward serrations. This thing's pretty slick too, because I had just cleaned it. But let me grab my rag. So now I'm going to begin the reassembly. So like I said, for y'all 1911 guys out there, or girls, just don't butcher me in the comments too bad. I'm still learning. So yeah, you get that in there, and now you're going to take. See, that's the great thing. You're gonna need to. I had to cut the tip off of this Allen key because it. Let's see, on camera you can kind of see the other side of that hole. That's where it comes through, and it was too long, so it was coming out pretty far. And what it was doing was it was actually hitting the frame. Like I couldn't pull it through, so I had to cut some off. So if you have one that's small enough to go through here, and you own one of these guns, this is actually a pretty cheap and affordable option. You just need some way to, you know, cut the end of it off to make it shorter. But going back to the assembly, so going back in, actually, let me see. Like I said, don't butcher me. I'm still learning. Gonna come in from this side, and now we're back in, and okay. Now I like to leave it like this, because now what happens is that this little thing, all this likes to flop around. So I'll take it and put it on like this. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, I think I'm on. Okay, good. All right. So now I'll line everything back up. And then try not to scratch the frame here. Get it lined up, and then see if I can line it up with the hole. There we go. Okay, get in there now. This thing's making me look bad on camera, y'all. There we go. Alright, now it's in. Take it, lock it back, and then see that release the tension on this. You can remove it. And I should be back in operation. So like I said, I'm still new to the 45 world, and I'm you know, I'm actually liking them more and more now that I'm shooting them. I'm a big, if you look at my channel, I'm a big 9mm guy. And that's what I shot a lot of when I was in the Navy, and then, you know, coming out of the Navy, it's what I've owned. And but now that I've shot an actual 1911, like, it's kind of like a bug that bites you. You know, you can't beat the trigger. You can't beat just how accurate you can be with a good trigger. And I haven't shot, I mean, even my other 1911, it's a cheaper one, but it's got an excellent trigger. And I mean, I was shooting at still targets with this thing, and I couldn't miss. And it's a bug that has bitten me. I think my next option, I think I'm going to look at like a 9mm 1911 too, just to say I've gotten one. But yeah, if I'm a 9mm person, I like 9mm, but these 45s, they're as big as the round is, and you know, you train yourself with it, or if you're a bigger person or you're used to shooting them, the recoil actually isn't that bad, and the guns are super accurate. You can't beat how these things shoot. I really enjoy this thing. And like I said, I'm still learning about them. I've seen a couple of things online on YouTube about how you're not supposed to, you know, you got an empty chamber. Don't slam this thing home, because it could mess up your everything here on your barrel, where all the mating surfaces and everything. So it's something I'm trying to, a habit I'm trying to break. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got on this gun. I just wanted to give y'all an update on this and kind of show y'all what I got, and, you know, share it with y'all. And, you know, I like the feedback, so anything that y'all can teach me, I'm greatly appreciative for. And then if there's anything that I can teach y'all, then hey, it works, right? But yeah, that's the Kimber Pro Carry 2 1911 chambered in 45 ACP. If you got any questions about it, just hit me up in the comments, and I'll be glad to ask them, or something I can improve on my videos. I'll do my best. Thank y'all very much. Y'all have a good weekend.